Hey guys, welcome to Back Alley Cycles. About to make another video here. Received the parts I needed to get the crossbones back together and on the road again. I got the parts here. Got my new voltage regulator here. The new clutch basket assembly and the clutch hub. Get rid of those damaged splines. Get this thing back going together. So I'm gonna go ahead and show this video of how to press the clutch hub into the basket and reassembly of the soft tail. And also I'll probably throw in to test the charging system and verify that it's actually working and operating. This is our new clutch basket because the other one is damaged. So we're gonna get all these new parts on here. Oh, there's my knife. Excuse me, I need something. This is our new clutch basket. Look at that. Fresh, see? I don't know how it happened. I think it's always been like that, but if you notice on the old one, see how this whole outer ring is, you can see where the casting is broke. It's supposed to be like that. So I never noticed it before. I'm assuming it was like that. So that's the new clutch basket. And then in here we have our new clutch hub. Open real quick. Thanks to JT Cycles for the parts. They got them to me pretty quick also. And there's our new clutch hub with the fresh splines. Look at those splines compared to these ones. So yeah. So in order to put this together, they have to be pressed. So I went and found some sockets that will support the bearing, so I can press this in. See, that fits right in there. I'm gonna put that on the bottom of the press. Then we got a socket that fits in here, and then you got a little groove here, so this gets pressed in here, which we'll go do right now. Here, set that here on our press. Set that right there on our press. Then we'll grab our new clutch hub. Slip our new clutch hub in there. And then find the socket that fits on the inside of the hub here. Nice and easy, and we got all set up. We got our socket down here spacing out. Now we're gonna go ahead and press this bad boy in there. And there she goes. Let me grab the handle. In, and like I said, we want to go and have to double check, because all we want to do is go enough to get that snap ring set in there. So let's go ahead and pull her out of the press. Oh, see, we're almost there. You see the line here where the snap ring's gonna go? So you don't want to go, that's basically, you just want to go to get that snap ring in. So it looks like we got to go a little bit more. Everything's spinning smooth here. Set that good down here. Shouldn't have let it go so high. one more crank and that should probably be good enough. Let's call that good right there. Check the other side. I might be able to get that snapping in there now. Let's see, let's try. Snap ring or snap ring pliers. Looks like it's in there. Yep. So now we're nice and snapped into place, and that is how you install a clutch hub into a clutch basket. All right, so now that we got our clutch basket hub and clutch hub assembly assembled, I'm gonna take a triangle file to these splines just to clean them up because of the damaged splines here. Not just real quick, just to kind of clean off any burrs or anything that's gonna, just to make it sort of go stronger, smoother, just to help us out. Because I was off camera, I was before I pressed it into the basket, I kind of slid the clutch hub onto the splines here, and it was a little rough getting on. So I figured, let me clean these all up with this triangle file here. Like I said, not real hard. I'm not trying to take material off, just real quick, slight, quick, easy. Try to deburr it a little bit to help aid get it on there. Might throw like a little WD or something on those also when I install it, just to help get it on there. Clean this off, try to get any metal burrs or whatever out of it. Haha, see that? So I use that one on now. So after a little bit of cleaning and taking the triangle file to it, look at this thing. Like butter now. Like butter. Perfect. Alright, so now that we got our clutch hub all together, pressed in, got our snap rings in the back side here, securing everything together. So now, I'm not replacing the clutch, but if we were, we, make sure these clutch packs got soap. So we got our friction, stack them up. Put our pressure plate assembly back together. Clean this guy off. This is the actual pressure plate, and this is what keeps the clutch engaged. And that's going to sit inside here. And then as we tighten these bolts down, it puts pressure on the clutch pack, and that's how the bike moves. And then when you push the clutch, it pushes down. It pushes in the center, which raises the outside out, and it releases the plates. So that Alright, so I got kind of everything, got my clutch basket here set up. I should have torqued these bolts. I went ahead and looked up, I have a PDF download of a service manual, and it says that I need to tighten them to 90 to 110 inch-pounds. So I'm going to grab my inch-pound torque wrench here. It's the gear wrench one. 90 to 110, so we're going to go ahead and set this to, we'll do it to 110, the max. Cross pattern. It's clicking. I know you probably can't hear it, but it's clicking. Give it a once around just to make sure they all click. Yep. And always zero this out. Alright, so now we're going to install the primary. We got our gasket installed there. All our seals are looking good. Everything, I cleaned everything up, backside and all that. Install this guy. There we go. Now we're in there. Alright, so we got the primary installed, torque, all that, starter bolts. So now we're going to go ahead and install our compensating sprocket and everything to the crankshaft, and then the clutch basket to the crankshaft. I already got the chain around the basket. There we go. So that started. Put our compensating sprocket assembly in here. And then get those lines started. Boom, push it all in. Perfect. And then we're going to take this guy. This is the bolt. And then this is going to be our clutch basket bolt. This clutch basket bolt is left-hand thread. So for you, in order for you to tighten it, you have to turn it left, like you're loosening it. So yeah, it's going left to tighten. We're torquing this, the sequence is 65, back it off 90, and then retorque to 65. 65. $90 degrees. And then another back to 65. Boom, there's our 65. We're good. And then I checked the torque specs earlier and wrote them down, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. I need some light here. There's our 80 foot-pounds, and our socket's already in there. And then remember, this is the reverse thread, so we have to go the opposite way. Tighten this guy. There we go. That's it. And we put a little bit of blue Loctite, not red, because blue is easier to get out. And then we're torqued to spec. So now we're going to go ahead and install our. This is our chain slack adjuster, and it is it's automatic. It's kind of a pain. You push this slide over, and it kind of grabs in these grooves here, and then you get it under here. Get your two bolts lined up. And automatically adjust. The spring tension, as it wears, it automatically adjusts. I don't know if the torque is going to tighten it. See it, I torque this. I gotta look up the torque spec on that. I didn't look on it. But that's basically it. Put the cover on, and then I gotta change the voltage regulator, and then put the battery in it. The battery's been charging. I gotta adjust the clutch too. So I got everything on in torque. I got the automatic chain tensioner in there, torque, all these bolts, everything's got Loctite. It's torqued to like 65 foot-pounds or something like that, and then like plus 60 degrees, and the clutch basket was like 80 foot-pounds. I just installed the clutch adjuster. That's the nut back there. A couple drops of Loctite, blue Loctite. Now I'll put the snap ring here. And our snap ring for clutch adjustment is in now. Boom. Alright, so we got everything installed, our chain tensioner, all our sprockets, our pulleys, our clutch assembly. I got the clutch adjusted, I got the cable all adjusted. I just gotta do final like tighten down this and that. So now we're gonna basically put on the primary and then put fluid in it, and then we're gonna move on to the next step, which will be replacing the voltage regulator and then installing the battery, starting it, running it, and doing our electrical testing, making sure we're getting our voltage up to the batteries and making sure everything is charging correct. Like me putting this on. Alright, so now we got the basically it's all back together. Got the inner primary and outer primary on, torqued with a new gasket. Now we're just going to go ahead and add some fluid, and then we'll be done with that. And then next we'll move on to getting the regulator replaced. Once we do that, we'll get the battery installed and start it up, and then bust out the voltmeter and make sure that the battery is charging correctly and all our problems are resolved. All back together, primaries all back on, the new voltage regulators on, batteries installed. Now the moment of truth, we're going to see if it's charging or not. Alright, so we got everything all done. Let's see if she starts and see kind of, we got battery voltage, that's good.